Welcome back to my channel. My name is Charlotte. I am the trauma-informed teacher. This is a channel dedicated to teacher self-care and better work-life balance for busy working people. Today I am hanging out at the house. It has been a really busy couple of weeks. It's been the last week of baseball season for Joe, so he's been busy finishing up his games. I've had a couple of different things going on. Thursday, I had a regional meeting for a district level position that I'm involved in, which is NC-SIP. It's basically focused on helping our students with special needs in the regular classroom. So I had that. I missed, part of the day that day to catch up with my district role and responsibilities. And then the Monday before, I was actually gone on Ocracoke Island. That's why I did not do a vlog on Monday. I was on my way home and did not have any editing time. So I am looking at doing a new role next year, but the new role that I'm going to do is still sort of up in the air. So I don't have a lot of updates other than the fact that I did interview in Ocracoke for an assistant principal position, which was super exciting. Just to let you know, I did not get that position. And the reason that I did not get that position was that mainly there was a teacher who had been doing the job, who's actually a friend of mine. She'd been doing the job from the classroom. So she was teaching and then doing the assistant principal role as an extra duty. So I wasn't really sure going into it what was happening, but I thought, this may just be like a moot point. Like I might be interviewing for something that, there's no way I could get it, because she's already been doing the job. And I really wouldn't want to be given that job and have a friend of mine have it taken away. Like I really respect and appreciate what she brings to the district and have enjoyed doing some work with her over the last few years on district level projects. So I mainly interviewed because it was the second opportunity that I had ever to interview for an assistant principal position. So when you go to transition into another role, like an administrator role, interviewing for a lot of different positions gives you the experience. And then when you get to that interview, that's like your dream job. Hopefully you're going to be able to put your best foot forward, do a really good job. So I interviewed because I felt like it was a good opportunity for me as a professional. I would learn more about the interview process, get practice answering questions, thinking from that like mindset of, an administrator instead of in the classroom as a teacher. And, who knows, it could open up opportunities in the future. So that's really why I decided to do it. We were looking at some different ideas of potentially going out of district, but I feel like one thing I can really say that I appreciate about my district is that they have worked really hard to try to keep me and to keep Joe, offering us some different options, kind of working around our personal goals, and not every district bothers to do that. So we really kind of have decided against going anywhere. Of course, anything could happen, it's May and lots of things change over the next couple of months for lots of different people. But overall, I feel like after the support that I have received from both my immediate administrator and our superintendent, that I don't really have any desire to look outside of the county at this point for next year. So unless something were just to fall in my lap, then I'm not actively pursuing anything outside of the county that I'm currently in. But I do want to grow my skills as a leader, and I've reached a point where time-wise, it's difficult to do my very best in the classroom at the level that I want to work at, and also work on growing some of those leadership skills that involve being, seen around the building and helping people throughout the school day. You can't be two places at once. So this last year, I did a lot of leadership type of activities, and it was a challenging year for me. We had a lot of change in our district. You may have noticed or picked up on the fact that, it's been a little bit of a struggle for me. Some of my videos have been, I've always tried to stay positive, but if you sense that that's been hard for me, then you sense correctly. Like, I think one of the things you have to understand about education is that not every year is going to be a good year, and you can do everything in your power to make it a good year, but some things are out of your control. And sometimes we just have more difficult seasons in teaching, in life, and sometimes those things kind of collide and make a perfect storm for the school year. But if you stay in it long enough, you're going to see that it ebbs and flows, and you have a tough year followed by a really great year. So I'm hopeful that next year is going to be a really great year for me and for my team. But I'm open to shifting around. I am open to teaching other grade levels. I am open to doing, more of an instructional coaching role. I'm open to, mentoring more teachers next year. I'm just sort of leaving myself open because I am looking for a pathway into leadership and administration. And, I just want to keep all of my options open. So I went to Ocracoke. It was a beautiful experience, and it was so wonderful. I had a great room that overlooked the harbor, so it was really calm and peaceful, and I just felt like I had a lot of chance to get ready for my interview in peace and quiet. And I just hadn't been over to Ocracoke for a while, so I was remembering how much I love it there, and I really kind of like got the bug for living on the island and potentially working there. So I don't know, like, there's several things that are available for next year, and I'm not really sure what my next year will look like. But like I said, I plan to be in my same county. I'm just sort of searching for my perfect placement. And, I think that I just need, I need a little bit of a shift. I just want to do something new. My interests are different. And when I came back to the county, and offered to teach science, that was what the county needed. They needed a middle school science teacher. And so now I'm sort of like to the point where I've done that for a few years, but it wasn't really like my top choice. It was like, take one for the team. And, I made it mine. Like, I really enjoyed the role for quite some time, but I'm in need of a change. And it doesn't have to be like major. It could just be a little tweak, a little shift here and there, possibly a new grade level. So I've said just enough to make you wonder what the heck I'm doing next year, but I don't know yet. So I will keep you informed when I do know that. But Friday, we're going to be flying out from Washington, D.C. to Colorado to see our daughter graduate from Bible college. And then the following Monday, we're going to fly back and drive from Washington, D.C., from my parents' house. We're going to drive to Ohio, where I'm originally from, and see my niece's wedding. So it's going to be an exciting week coming up. I will try to vlog the trip for you. I think it'll be fun. There'll be a lot of fun moments. But of course, there'll be some family moments too that I'll just want to put the camera down, put the phone down, and just focus on being present for those special moments. But I'll try to get what I can for you. And I think it'll be a fun week in my life to do. I need to get all of my laundry done in the whole entire house so that I can start packing. I want to start packing early for the trip because we're going to be leaving, going to Colorado. That's going to be cooler up in the mountains. And then we're going to come back and it's going to be Ohio weather, which will be very up and down. And who knows what to expect. I actually need to check the weather forecast, a 10-day forecast, and find out what to expect in Ohio, kind of, so that I can think about that when planning. But I really need to get all of my laundry taken care of so that I don't have to worry at all about being able to pack. I need to clean out the fridge. I need to go through my Misfits order that I just received and put those things away and do a little bit more just kind of like dusting and straightening and cleaning around the house because we've really been busy and have been not at home that much. So starting next Friday, I'm going to be gone that entire next week of school, which, we're getting down to the end and we're just doing review. I'm finishing the very last topic with my 8th grade. We have, I think, 4 more weeks of school in our district, and we have testing, and then we'll be out. So I'm really looking forward to the summer. I can't wait. I feel like since COVID, I haven't slowed down. I haven't really slowed down. I have gone on some trips that have been nice and have like filled me up a little bit, but I haven't actually like taken that time to just totally step back away from school and just, rejuvenate myself emotionally, physically, all of those things. So. All right, let's figure out what happened with this mysterious 2-box Misfits order. I do not understand why I got 2 boxes in the mail. I don't think I was charged for 2 orders, so I feel like it must just that I ordered big stuff or something. I don't know. I don't remember ordering this much. Popcorn, watermelon, hibiscus popcorn, seaweed crisps to see if I like these because they're good for you. Crackers, almond flour crackers, Smart Sweets. Those come in big ones, that's nice. Kale salad, maple syrup, spinach. Then I got some of these caffeinated snack bars for an afternoon pick-me-up at school. Some oranges and limes. Celery. Cucumber. That's it for box 1. Just like thrown in here, which is bizarre. That's how Misfits works. Box 2. Himalayan pink salt popcorn. What's this? Naan. Smart Sweets again, gummy worms. Broccoli. Ooh, I'm excited about these. Sparkling blackberry lemonade water. Smart Sweets. These over here. These are the cold pack items. I don't remember. Okay. That is just tortellini and a red pepper tomato soup. That's it. Because I did order all of this stuff, I just didn't realize how much it was. How much space it was going to take up. That's my Misfits haul. Let's get out the blackberry lemonade. This is not a Baxter thing. Sorry. Ooh, that's good. You hear that weird noise in the background? Joe was plunging the sink. Okay, so this is called Verb. It is cinnamon roll flavored, and 1 bar is supposed to equal 1 espresso. So I might be a little bit wound up. And no, puppy, you can't have this. This would be very bad for you. So it sort of reminds me of a Lara bar. See how it's like, I mean, it's similar to a Lara bar. It's a similar like texture to a Lara bar, but it has these like crispies inside of it that are yummy. I really like the flavor. No sugar alcohols, gluten-free. It has a little bit of a bitter taste from the caffeine. It's like an aftertaste. It's not bad. Alright, so this is watermelon, hibiscus. It has organic coconut oil and Himalayan pink salt. It's called Lesser Evil. Thanks, Matt. You could have one of these. What do you think? Is it a winner? Is that a winner? Huh? You want another? It must be good. Winner, winner. It has a really light flavor. Like, I don't really taste watermelon at all. But maybe it's because I just had that caffeine bar too, so it's a kind of strong flavor. This one is just Himalayan pink salt, but this is Lesser Evil too, so it's probably the same. Those are both really good. I like the coconut oil. So these will be good to like take for bagged snacks to school. Last one. So I've been reading. If you've been following my channel for a while, you know that my mom went through treatment for breast cancer in 2020 during COVID. And I went to stay with her for a while when we were doing online learning. And so since then, she's in remission and yay. But I've been looking at like what are some proactive things that I can do since my family genes suggest that I need to keep an eye on like estrogen dominance because that's what caused hers. It was hormone reactive. So I want to eat proactively, and I read that seaweed is a really good way to limit your estrogen, and anything like dark green really, but I just thought I would try these and see if I liked them. If they're too fishy tasting, I may not want them and I might just give them away, but I figured, hey, what the heck, let's try it, see if I like it or not, and if it becomes something that I enjoy for a snack. Then I know it has a lot of vitamins and stuff in it, so it would be a good thing to add to my snacks at work. All right, let's see. So this is what they look like. They're super thin, like this, see-through. And I'm hoping that they have a good flavor, so let's find out. Sea salt. They're more chewy than I thought they would be. They're not as crisp as I thought they might be. They're okay. It reminds me a lot of the skin off of salmon. When you bake it in the oven and the skin gets kind of crispy, that's what it tastes like. I don't think I could do these every day, but I could do them sometimes. And just a little change to the snacks that you're eating, if you do it every week, can make a difference. All right. If you don't like the flavor of like salmon, you would not like these. And they have an interesting texture to them. It's like they crunch at first, but then when they get wet, it really is like eating fish skin, but it's not fish, it's seaweed. Interesting. One thing I've noticed when I eat something that's like leafy green like this though, is that it's very energizing. Like whenever I make my smoothies and I put baby spinach in them or kale in them, I feel really energized. And end of the school year is a good time to be eating that way. So, okay. I haven't completely decided about this yet, but it's tolerable. And if it really helps me with my health, then I will probably eat these. Joe's actually working on the car right now because we have a blower motor situation. So the fan that puts out the air conditioning and the heat is not working correctly. And we have to drive through the mountains when we go from DC to Ohio. And we do not want to be driving through the mountains and not have great like defrosting ability. We need to have a working fan motor so that we can, defog our windows and things like that when we're going through the mountains. So he's doing that right now. He's trying to do it himself to save money because we just bought the parts online. So I'm going to work around the house a little bit, and I need to get myself some lunch soon too.